The sun hung heavy over the savanna biome, its light dappling the surface of the river Olokun. From above, it was a breathtaking ribbon of azure and emerald, cutting through acacia trees and rolling hills. But as the player's avatar, Amina, the steward, peered closer, the truth became horribly clear. The water was murky, choked with clumps of sickly green slime. Strange, unnatural blocks, discarded crafting tables, cracked cobblestone, and splintered fences littered the banks and protruded from the shallows. The cheerful bubbles of seagrass were absent, replaced by an eerie stillness. Amina waded in, the water feeling thick and unwelcoming. Suddenly, the surface erupted, not with a mob, but with a vision of power and sorrow. She was Nneka, the benevolent mermaid guardian, a majestic figure sculpted from the very essence of the river. Her skin shimmered like deep twilight, scattered with pearlescent scales that caught the light like scattered coins. Her tail, powerful and long, was a cascade of indigo and gold, reminiscent of traditional Nigerian aso oak fabric. Her hair flowed like black silk seaweed, adorned with cowrie shells and beads of lapis lazuli. But her eyes, ancient and wise, burned with a profound, righteous anger. "You who walk the land," Nneka's voice echoed, not in the ears, but in Amina's mind. A melody of flowing water and cracking ice. "You see what has been done. This is no accident. This is a slow death. Olokun, my home, the lifeblood of this world, drowns in carelessness. The balance is broken." She gestured, and the water around Amina swirled, revealing glimpses of dying salmon and buried turtle eggs. But anger alone cannot heal. "Will you hear my challenge? Will you become my hands where I cannot reach, my will upon the land? Cleanse these waters, restore the harmony and the river's deepest secrets, and my gratitude will be yours." Amina, compelled by the mermaid's presence and the palpable sickness of the river, nodded. The challenge was accepted. The polluted depths, equipped with nothing but determination and an empty inventory, Amina took her first dive. The polluted depths were a nightmare of neglect. Kumi, the Careless Wanderer, a player who had long since abandoned this area, was the unseen antagonist. His legacy was everywhere. Ugly cobblestone pillars meant as temporary towers, now permanent scars. Random pools of lava hissed beneath the surface, turning water to stone and steam. Chests, half buried in silt, spilled rotten flesh and poisonous potatoes into the current. A haunting graveyard of bone meal used to force grow now dead kelp drifted like ash. The ecosystem was gasping. Squid fled from her, ink clouded with distress. The few remaining cod were skin and bone. Amina began the painstaking work. She punched the discarded blocks, collecting cracked stone and warped planks. She used buckets to contain the invasive lava sources. She filled chest after chest with the detritus of someone else's haste. Each cleaned section felt like a small victory, but the scale of the task was overwhelming. She crafted iron tools, then diamond, efficiency enchantments, humming as she worked to clear larger obstructions. A monstrous, half-built obsidian ring meant for a nether portal, now a clog in the river's main artery, restoring harmony. As the gross pollution cleared, Nneka's magic began to intertwine with Amina's labour. The mermaid would appear in a shimmer of light, singing a low, resonant song. Where her voice touched the riverbed, special seeds of harmony would appear. These were not ordinary items. They glowed with a soft aqua light. Planting them yielded custom flora, vibrant uli kelp with patterns like Nigerian body art, and broad-leaved water-leaf lilies that purified the water around them. Amina, guided by Nneka's whispers, began the rebirth. She carefully placed glowstone dust in strategic patterns, creating gentle, non-threatening light sources to mimic the sun's path. She bred the remaining healthy fish, protecting the offspring until they could swarm in safety. She constructed artificial coral reefs from brightly coloured terracotta and prismarine, and soon real coral began to grow upon them. She built Obi, the ancient river turtle, a majestic creature of mossy stone and emerald, who slowly patrolled the cleansed zones, his presence accelerating the regrowth of seagrass. The river was transforming from a grey-brown blight into a breathtaking, liquid garden. The water ran clear, fish danced in shafts of light, and the gentle hum of life returned. Ancient secrets unveiled. With the river's health returning, its memory awakened. In the deepest, now sparkling channel, a current Amina had previously missed pulled her towards a sheer bedrock wall. As she approached, glyphs carved in a style resembling Nisibidi script glowed to life on the stone, activated by the purity of the water. Solving a simple puzzle, placing recovered cowrie shells into matching indents, caused the wall to dissolve, revealing the Sunken Ziggurat. Inside, the air was dry and ancient. Murals depicted the river's history. Nneka as a young spirit guiding the first villagers, the golden age of harmony, and then the slow creep of the grey sickness pollution. At the heart of the temple, on a pedestal, lay the river's heart trident. Not a weapon of war, but a tool of stewardship. When thrown, it didn't harm mobs. Instead, it instantly purified a small area of water, instantly breaking non-natural blocks and converting poison to clean flow. It also granted the breath of Olokun enchantment, allowing permanent underwater breathing while held. But the greatest secret was Nneka's origin story, told through a final holographic vision. She was once a great human queen who sacrificed her land-bound form to merge with a dying river, becoming its eternal protector. Her anger was not malice, but the deep, grieving love of a mother for her child, the stewardship legacy, and the unexpected twist. Emerging with the trident, Amina found the river in its full glory. Nneka awaited her, a look of profound peace on her face. "You have done more than clean a stream," she sang. "You have honored a covenant between land and water. This legacy is now yours to protect and share." As if on cue, a commotion erupted upstream. Kumi, the Careless Wanderer, in mismatched diamond armor, had returned. "Whoa, what happened to my messy base?" "I had a system." He began to carelessly dump a shulker box of redstone dust and gravel into the clean water. Before Amina could react, Nneka's expression shifted from serenity to formidable authority. The river itself responded, a gentle but irresistible current wrapped around Kumi, not hurting him, but firmly depositing him on the bank and washing all the dumped items into a neat, contained pile. "The old ways are gone," Nneka declared, her voice now carrying the weight of a waterfall. "You are welcome here, but only as a guest who respects the home. The challenge is ongoing. Stewardship is not a task with an end." Amina offered Kumi a sapling of harmony. Humbled and intrigued by the transformed world, he accepted. Together, they built a beautiful viewing platform from dark oak and copper, a place to appreciate the river without harming it. Nneka's final blessing was a soft, ever-present song on the breeze, a reminder of the balance. The adventure was over, but the mission, for all players, had just begun.